Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of GGRC. I'm ArrrCee, and today I wanted to show you a few of the cool video game flavored Christmas gifts that I got for 2017. Now, as you can see behind me, and you know that I've talked about it a few times on my shelves, I have a lot of collectibles, a lot of cool plushes, a lot of cool figures, amiibos, that kind of thing, and I really like them. I got quite a few. I got a whole tub in my storage area full of like other little collectible things too. Really dig them. And this Christmas was no different for a time for collecting for me for video game stuff. So much so that family members actually got involved and got me a few of these things. Normally I'm the one doing the buying. I try to not get too many people involved with my shame here. I don't really like to tell people like, hey, I got this big shelf of video game stuff, maybe you could add to it. That's not usually what I like to do, but I got a few cool things from people that I really liked and I wanted to kind of show off to you. So first things first, let's talk about Funko Pop. Now, Funko Pop is not really a type of character that I like collecting. I don't like the look of them. I don't like the design. Whenever they come out with human characters, they always have big black eyes, and I don't like them. They just look weird and chibi and cheap looking. They remind me of these, really cheap bobbleheads that they came out with in the 90s, when bobbleheads were like a big thing in the late 90s, early 2000s. They were just everywhere. They just remind me of like really cheaply made bobbleheads, right? And I just have no interest in them whatsoever. I don't understand why people like to collect them, don't know why they like them, but, whatever. It's to each their own, right? Some people are not going to like plush figures like I do. Totally understandable. In fact, there's only one Funko Pop that I actually own, which is the Slimer one. And I absolutely love this one. I think it's one of the few that they've come out with that actually looks like the creature that they aim to make. I love the slime and everything that's dripping off of him. I just think he's a really cool looking character. However, I did not like any of the Funko Pop characters until December, where they came out with two more that I really wanted to get. I did not know that they were coming out, but they came out with Portal flavored Funko Pops. And I was like, okay, this will be really cool, right? And I saw the human ones, and I'm like, okay, it's typical Funko Pop crap, the big black eyes and everything. I don't like it. But then I saw that they were including the Portal 2 co-op robots, Atlas and Peabody. And here they are. Very cool. I was very impressed with these. Thought they looked just like the characters and everything. They actually come with their own little stands. They can stand on their own, but they have kind of skinny legs, which is very unique for the Funko Pop stuff. Usually the Funko Pop characters have really thick, weird legs, and I'm not a big fan, but they went out of their way, from what I could tell, and made these robots actually look, like the robots, so you can see the skinny legs there and everything. Pretty cool. But yeah, I actually got these from my mom. Again, I try to keep my mom out of the video game area. I try to be like, yeah, I need sheets and some undershirts and that kind of thing. But when it comes to video game stuff, she was asking me, hey, I need a couple more small ideas for you. These I think were only $8 a piece when I sent her the link to where they were on Amazon. So she got me both of them, and I was like, cool. Again, these would be the total of 3 Funko Pops that I own. It might be the last, because I'm just not a big fan of them. But these are really cool. I was such a big fan of Portal 2 when it came out that I completely finished the game immediately, like the first or second day it came out. Loved it. Really loved, Wheatley and him guiding Shell through the whole thing. It was just a really great game. Lots of laughs, lots of fun. Just had a ball with it, but I had so much fun with it that same week I was like, I have to get all of the achievements in this game because I absolutely love it. I was playing on 360, so back then achievements were somewhat important. Nowadays it seems weird, achievements are this archaic thing that most people don't care about anymore, which I can understand. But back then it was like this addiction; you had to get them. So I actually played through all of Portal 2 and then all of the co-op. I kept matching with different people to try to get through all the co-op stuff and get all the achievements, and I managed to do it. I got all 1000 gamer score for that game, and I was really proud of that because I loved that game. And now I've played through it on Steam, and I would love to play through it again. Maybe I'll play through it on the channel at some point. This month I will be playing through the original Portal, so look forward to that. Alright, so next up is something that I actually bought myself. This was something that came right after Christmas. It went on sale on Amazon. It was something that I really wanted to pick up. I wasn't sure what to make of these. I was gonna buy a couple of them, and if I liked them, I'd keep them. If not, I was gonna ship them back if they were cheap, because I have bought figures and I bought other little things off of Amazon and other websites and shipped them back saying, like, listen, the quality of this is just terrible. You know, I'm not gonna deal with this. You know, I consider this defective because, you know, sometimes you get a figure, and while Atlas here is painted very well, looks like a really good figure, sometimes you'll get one and the paint is just all over the place, or it's really dirty looking because it, you know, whatever the problem with it is, it just looks bad. But these I was excited about because I saw a video for it, never heard of them before, but they're called Pixel Pals. Now, Pixel Pals, there's about 30 of these so far. Now, you might be looking at this like, well, you know, it's just another thing you can put on your shelf. What is so special about it? Well, for one, this is Raccoon Mario from Super Mario 3. That's the first thing, because I don't have much Super Mario 3 stuff, and that made me sad when I saw this. I realized that. I was like, you know, Super Mario Bros. 3 is probably my favorite Mario game. You know, I love World, I love 64, I love the, you know, most recent Odyssey game that came out. I love most Mario games that have come out. But 3 is the one that I grew up with and played the most on NES back when I was a kid, and I loved that game, and I still love that game to this day. In my opinion, I like it more than World. I love World, don't get me wrong. World, probably by game design standards, probably the better game. But 3 it's where my heart sits. But what's cool about this is not only is he a Mario 3 character, but check this out. He lights up. It's very, very cool. I know it's hard to see in this room because it's, you know, really lit up for the video and whatnot, but he's actually pretty bright. Let's see if we can do the comparison again. Off, on, off, on. Now, the thing I like most about this is it is actually pretty bright. You can't tell, but he's pretty bright. And when he's sitting here, you know, I can sit here with a drink. You know, I usually turn the lights down. I usually have a backlight that I put on while I game at night, and so it's nice and dark in here, and I can just enjoy the game. And he kind of sits here in front of my monitor while I game, and just a, you know, a little bit of mood lighting. I really like it. I bought 2 of these. I bought Mario for me, and I bought a Mega Man for a close friend of mine who's a big Mega Man fan. And he, as soon as he got it, opened it up, put the batteries in, and he set it down, and he's like, this is awesome, it's so bright, it looks really cool. The blue bomber is super blue. Just like with Raccoon Mario here, he's super orange and red. He just looks really, really bright and everything. The colors contrast so well here. The other great thing about this, too, is that the plastic, it's very well-made plastic. This feels like something you could drop a few times and it won't break. You ever get a figure or a collectible that just feels like a super flimsy piece of plastic? This is not it. This is like a very, very, you know, hardcore piece of plastic here. I mean, maybe if you throw it from a balcony down, you'll break it. But this feels pretty thick. It's very high quality. Definitely recommend checking these out. I actually got them. I think this was another one that I got for 10 bucks, 8 or 9, 10 bucks, somewhere around there. Might have been $9.99 each that I got them for. They normally retail at $15, they're $14.99. But if you can find them on sale for $5 off or 10 bucks, these are definitely worth it at 10 bucks. I paid less than this than I did for some of the amiibo I have, and this actually lights up. The amiibo just kind of sit there, you know, they barely work in most of the Switch or Wii U games, which is unfortunate. But this guy, he lights up, so definitely worth the money. I love this. This is probably my new favorite thing here. So I mentioned sitting here having a drink with the lights dim, enjoying a game at night, you know, and, you know, Raccoon Mario light is on here on my desk here, and, you know, I'm enjoying a drink. Maybe I'm indulging in an alcoholic beverage, maybe I'm just having some water, but whatever it is, I got some new glasses from my wife's mom, and these were something I really didn't expect. This is full of water right now because this is what I'm drinking. But these are Pac-Man glasses. And for those of you who maybe do or do not know, I love Pac-Man. This is Pac-Man as well. But this is the whole maze that's just like around the glass here. So you can see the power pellets, the regular pellets, the ghosts are all over there. It says game over at the top there. But these glasses, when I opened these up, I was not expecting these. So you can see the ghost actually chasing Pac-Man as he's trying to get the cherry here. Take a drink here. Now that's some water, but I was not expecting these at all. I actually got 2 of these, and like I said, my wife's mom got these for me. Complete surprise. And when she bought them for me, like I said, I don't really talk about video game stuff with like relatives and whatnot. So my wife actually suggested this to her when they were out shopping and said, oh, you know, he would love these. And turns out I really, really do. So thanks, Mom. But when she bought them, when she said that I would really like them, I guess she looked at my wife and said, like, really? Like, I guess she thinks I don't game, which is totally fine. Whatever. I try, like I said, I try not to drag relatives into the whole thing because, hey, it's not worth getting into, right? But, you know, these are really cool, and all the stuff that I've gotten for Christmas has been really cool. Not just the video game stuff, but I am, you know, I'm really into the Funko Pop Portal guys, the Pixel Pal. This is the box, actually. Very cool. Love the Pixel Pal stuff, and I love the Pac-Man glasses, but there you go, everybody. That's what I got video game related for Christmas, but I'd really like to know what you got. You know, let me know in the comments if you got anything cool, collectible, any games you're really enjoying that you didn't expect to get. And there you have it. I hope you all had a great holiday. For those of you who do celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a great Christmas and a great New Year as well. And GG, everybody. I'll see you all next time.